Hello and welcome to Curry TV. On this episode, I like to share one of our recipes, which is Kale Moong Dal stir fry. So kale is very common in the US, and I'm sure everybody it's available there. So I wanted to talk to you about it. So this kale is actually really needs to be washed. It's organic kale, and there's multiple colors that comes in. There's a green one, the yellow one, and the red one. So those depends on if you go to a farmer's market, that's when you see multiple colors. If not, you'll see the green one. Now I know you guys know how to make kale salad, but have you ever tried it with the Indian spices? That's what I'm here to show you about. So for that, let's take a look at all the ingredients that we'll be using for this recipe. So first and foremost, we're going to be making this in coconut oil because we are from the land of coconut. Yes. So coconut oil, mustard, few shallots, green chilies, a clove of garlic, and few curry leaves, and we're going to be adding moong dal. Moong dal has been soaked for the past 4 to 5 hours, and it's double in quantity. So this was actually 2 cups of moong dal, which has been soaking for 4 hours. Of course, fresh coconut shredded, and spices that we're going to be using are turmeric powder, and of course we need seasoning, which is salt. Okay, so let's get our pan going. In the meantime, we need to crush all our, so this is 5 small pearl onions. Yeah, 5 pearl onions. Depending on your spiciness, this is Thai chili, so I'm adding 4 Thai chilies. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 Thai chilies and 1 garlic. Okay, we need to crush them. Not to fine paste, but just crush them. Okay, our pan is ready to go. Let's put in just enough to saute all our veggies. So I'm using coconut oil, and don't get scared. It's cold out here, so that's why our coconut oil looks like this. Now if you don't like the smell or the flavor of coconut oil, you can definitely use vegetable oil as well. For this recipe, I like to use coconut oil. That's well going. Into that, we are going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard. When the fireworks comes to a full stop, let's add in our crushed shallots or pearl onions, garlic, and green chili. Okay, along with few curry leaves. Let's give it a toss. Very good. Into that goes our spices, which is our turmeric powder, that is 1/4 teaspoon, and seasoning such as salt, that's according to your desire. I'm adding half a teaspoon of salt. Perfect. Let's add in our moong dal. Now this is not pressure cooked or anything. It's just been soaked in the water for 4 hours. At this stage, we need to add in 1 cup of water and cover this and cook till it's done. In the meantime, we'll prepare our kale. Okay, so our moong dal is in the pan, and I have covered it. It's going to take anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes for this to be cooked completely, and I am not pressure cooking this, so it will take its time. And since I soaked this in water for 4 hours, that will also help. Now let's talk about kale. So if you go to your grocery market, you'll see kale like so. You need to clean all through the inside because it has dirt or any nature friendly stuff in there, which we don't want to intake, right? So we're going to wash this thoroughly, and I'm not going to be using the middle portion of this, the stem. I'm just going to rip off all the sides of the leaf and then I'll show you how it's that. Okay, so I have washed this very thoroughly. Now what I'm going to do is, for this step, I find our salad spinner very helpful. So I have our salad spinner here ready to go. I'm just going to trim off all the leaf. I find that the middle stem is too rough for this recipe. I like to make sure that our leaf is very clean. So I'm going to do this for the rest of them, and I'll show you how that looks like. What I like to do now is that I make sure there's no water content in there. So let's give it a good spin. Okay, while that's going, let that come to a complete stop. It's very important that when you wash your kale, that you open up each leaf and wash it inside in cold water, because since kale's leaves are very curly, there will be dust or mud, whatever, in there, because it's a ground, it doesn't grow into a tree, it is actually a shrub, right? So there is optional that you can buy frozen kale if you don't want to go through that process, but the organic one, the fresh one, always has its taste. Kale is actually full of fiber. We are adding protein with the moong dal. So let's see, it has come to a full stop. Let's get that. Oh, there we go. So we know for sure there's no water content in here because all the water is at the bottom. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is so this is how the kale is come out. So I'm just going to take it and roll it up so it makes it easier to chop it up. Now if you can hold more, go for it, and just roughly chop them. Okay, it's time to check on our moong dal. Wow, all that water has evaporated and it's ready for us to add our kale in. Let's give it a stir. It's very well done. Okay, now it's time to add in our kale. All of our kale goes in. Okay, let's give it a good mix. Okay, now hereafter I'm not going to be covering our pan. We're just going to leave it open and let that absorb all that flavor from the onion, pearl onion, the green chilies, garlic and turmeric powder and curry leaves, and everything is coming together. And last we'll add in our fresh coconut, shredded coconut. See how prominent that green is? Now check your salt level right now. If you want to add more, this is the perfect time to add it. Mine, I feel this is the right. Okay, once you feel there's no water, no moisture in this, and you feel that you have cooked enough, this after you put in the kale, about 3 to 4 minutes maximum, it should be done. Any leafy vegetables, if you cook for a long time, you will lose its protein, it's all the good contents that it's supposed to give us, we'll lose all of it, right? So I don't want to do that. That's why I'm just keeping an eye on my kales. So now it's time to add in our freshly grated coconut. This is half cup of fresh grated coconut. Stir that all around. If you don't like coconut, you can leave it out and still would be tasty. So my dish is all done. I'm turning up my heat. There you have it, our unique curry is ready. So this is kale moong dal stir fry please do try it. It's very healthy for you, and it's a very good combination to have with rice, any type of rice. It doesn't matter which rice you have. I like it with some buttermilk, as well as this, and a pickle, mango pickle. If you have puppet in there, oh, we are talking business. You want to try? You should try how this is. There we go. That just hit all my palates. I'm in love with this. Try this recipe. I would love to hear your feedback. If you have a unique recipe of yours that you'd like to have it featured on my channel, on our channel, please do share that. I would love to hear that from you guys. And to all those who have subscribed so far, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And if you still have debating about, should I or should I not? Well, this is the time. Your call is here. And if you would like to learn more of these type of recipes, please subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.